If you're in the market for a microphone boom arm, you have come to the right place. Welcome to my review of the Elgato Low Profile Pro boom arm. They have another version that isn't the Pro, and this is the new version. Full disclosure, it was given to me. They didn't tell me I need to review it. They didn't tell me I needed to do anything other than see if I liked it. And you know what? I do. So I'm going to do a review of it anyway. It's probably a smart move from their point of view. Like, they don't tell you have to do things, but you feel compelled to anyway, because the product is actually so good. So we're going to go through some things. I've used a lot of boom arms. I am the head of a podcast production company. I've been working in podcast production for a decade. So I've used a lot of products, a lot of gear, and I know when something is great and when something needs some work. So let's start from the very beginning. It's got a premium build quality for sure. It is an all metal construction. Can you hear it? It has a very sleek, professional design. You can get it in black or white. I got the black version because my desk and everything is black. They've also got these like little interchangeable clip magnet things that you can take off. You could, change the color on these because you can customize it and you can put your own branded colors. Like, you can't give them a hex code and then they give you the colors, but there are some other colors to try there. To me, that's a little bit gimmicky. I'm not really going to do that because I don't want to accentuate the boom arm anymore than it already is by having this big thing sort of near my face. I want it to be sleek, minimized in the background, not drawing attention to itself. So I would just keep it the same color all the way through. But some people really like to customize. So I do love that metal construction, fully metal, and these little magnet customization things that you can do. Now, while we're on magnets, when you put your XLR microphone or your USB microphone, like you plug it in, and then you have something that you have to do with the actual lead, right? You can feed the lead into the base of the boom arm, and then there's this magneted like casing that just pops over top of it so that the lead is kept in place. You just don't even notice the lead anymore. And the magnet is so strong that it doesn't come out, which is a massive plus because previous version of this particular boom arm had the magnet there. From what I saw, it was like a looser magnet and it didn't work all that well in keeping the actual cords in place. This, I can confirm, is a very strong magnet. It keeps a heavy, big XLR cable in it with no problems. And I've used it on location, different areas, and I've had no problem with it at all. So that was a massive plus. And I really like that. It keeps the cord out of the way. You don't even notice it. And that is just awesome. Nice work, Elgato, for that. Now let's move on to the silence of it, because that's important for me. Is like, if I'm going to be adjusting my boom arm, especially for streamers and things out there too, like maybe you move the microphone away because you're typing or something and don't want like a bunch of creaky noises in your audio, this boom arm, I can confirm, is like so silent. I'm just going to move it around for you now. It's so quiet, you guys. It's really, really quite good. I'm impressed with that. So it's got this suspension technology in it that means that it's able to have silent adjustment. So I love that. Perfect for live recordings, perfect for streamers. No squawking, no squeaking, no unwanted noises. Now, the low profile design is something that I was intrigued by because I've always used the Rode boom arms, which are, great boom arms, and I'll do a versus challenge between these two boom arms in another video. But the low profile thing always kind of weirded me out because I was like, I have a keyboard and I have a mouse and I have like other things on my desk. Isn't the fact that it's low profile kind of going to mean that it's in my way? And I can confirm that is definitely not the case, because it's got such a long sort of arm to it, and you can customize that too, and I'll go into that in a minute. It's so far away that like the part that you would have your mouse and your keyboard, that part is like unencumbered. There's no things getting in your way. Like, the low profile really works there. The part that extends it out even further is lower. It's much closer to the actual desk. But again, that's so far away from like where I'm actually moving and doing things that it doesn't matter that it's super low profile. But you can also actually adjust the boom arm so that it doesn't have this huge, long sort of arm bit as well. You can make it a lot smaller by taking some of the parts away from the boom arm and just using one section of it, which again, I really liked because I took this on location recently and it wasn't really working in the long profile, but I just decreased the size of the boom arm, which I could do. And then it was sitting exactly where I wanted to and was not taking up a bunch of space in the actual video field as well. So this is an awesome factor for this particular boom arm. Love that as well. Side note though, the one thing I will say is it is quite heavy. So when you are kind of pulling sections out and putting them back in, just make sure you've got a real good hold of everything because it's heavy because of its all metal construction. The other thing I'll say about the low profile aspect is, as you can see, it's great in my video with other boom arms, which I won't talk about right now, but you know, they're in the frame more, they're taking up more of the actual space. Whereas with this boom arm is coming in from below, it's barely noticeable. I mean, I don't even know whether you can really see, you can't even really see it in my frame here, which is awesome. You can only see this big old SE-DCM8 microphone that's sitting here. So that is a huge plus because now I've got like access either side of my video where I can put text and I can do things without the actual boom arm being a problem, being in the way. So I love that as well. It's just opened that up. Here, the only thing is this bit here, and I know you can't really see my mouth right now, so I'm sorry about that. But just as I'm explaining this area of the boom arm is where you tighten the like swivel head part so that you can swivel the microphone around. And when you tighten it, obviously it tightens it really well. The only problem I have with that is that it's actually really hard to tighten and untighten. Like maybe I'm not, strong enough, like I'm not going to the gym enough or at all. But because I was trying to like tighten it and loosen it, it was really hard to do. And so that was one thing where I was like, I actually need physical help. I don't know whether that's a, downfall of the boom arm. I think it's a downfall in my grip strength. So, that's less of a problem for Elgato as it is for me just being a bit of a wuss and needing to do some grip strength exercises. But do note, it is quite stiff. It also includes adapters for various mic mounts, which again, I really like because sometimes you have a microphone and you're like so excited to put it on your boom arm and then you don't have the thread that's needed to attach the boom arm to the microphone and it's really annoying. This one comes with them, so you can actually attach pretty much any microphone to the boom arm itself. These are the little things that I really appreciate as someone who works in audio production, as someone who gets a lot of questions about what thread adapter do I actually need, or random questions like that. The fact that it includes those is actually a bigger deal than you think it will be. At time of recording, you can get this boom arm on Amazon for $299. That's Australian dollars. So convert that into American dollars, it's around 180 or so US dollars. So for that price point, I don't really see why you would need any other boom arm, to be honest. I mean, I will review it with this one, which I'm going to swing into screen right now. What? The Rode PSA 1 Plus. I will review that. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see what I think about those and what works for what situation. But this particular one I think is very good value. It is a very high quality. It doesn't come with a bunch of plastic crap. It is something that I've already used on location at different shoots. I use it now in my office every day as well. Just well done, Elgato, I have to say. Well done, Elgato, for providing something that I really think is a fantastic choice for podcasters. So if it's something you're looking for, you can click on the link. There will be an Amazon affiliate link there. I get like a tiny percent. It's like a tiny percent, okay? So if you want to click on it, thank you, that's lovely. Then I can get a little kickback from that. And tell Elgato that you watched this video so that Elgato sends me more things. It was great. It was a great thing to review. I've got another one coming up for a stand boom arm as well, like on the actual desk. It's a desk stand from Elgato as well that they also sent me. So stay tuned for that if that is something that you might be looking at instead as another option. That is coming up too. Thanks for being here. I hope you liked this review. And if you want to comment, I would appreciate those comments as well. Okay, bye.